Hey folks, Mobile Geezer here with this week's Geezer Bits for Sunday, June 17th, 2018. So I don't have a whole lot this week. Wasn't a whole lot of exciting mobile or tech news for me this week. So I've got a few stories. I guess the main one being the acquisition by AT&T of Time Warner has finally gone through. On Friday, federal judge Richard Leone ruled against the Department of Justice's claim that the proposed merger would harm consumers. So following that ruling, AT&T announced that it had completed the acquisition and the deal was completed. Now, just in case you don't think this is a big deal, keep in mind that on this past Monday, net neutrality has ended, so it pretty much leaves it wide open for companies like AT&T and all the other big providers to do what they want, kind of charge what they want, and we'll see how that goes. I've written an article about it at mobilegeezer.wordpress.com. I'll link that in the description, but I just wrote that article trying to make everybody aware that this could end up being a big deal. If you don't think this gives AT&T a lot of control, think about with that acquisition, the companies they pretty much have control of now. That would be Turner, including CNN, TBS, TNT, True TV, Cartoon Network, NBA TV, Major League Baseball TV, and HBO, and Warner Brothers. So they pretty much got control of an awful lot of content, and they can decide now how they want to deliver it, what they want to charge, and it may allow them and other providers to slow down network speeds and throttle whenever they feel like. So just want everybody to be aware that this could be a very big deal. Next up, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3 as it is called, happened in LA this week. And of course, Fortnite, being the game that everybody and his brother are playing. My grandson is playing it with all his friends. I have YouTuber friends in their 50s that are playing it. Everybody wants to play Fortnite. And Fortnite has now been added to Nintendo Switch. So Switch owners are pretty happy about that. Some of the new games that came out were Super Mario Party and Pokemon Let's Go, and there were 50 new games announced for the Xbox One. I've got a story from Tech News World on it that I'll link in the description below. Next up, we've all been hearing a lot about 5G networks and phones for the last year or so, and it seems to be slowly making its way forward. Android Authority this week had two articles on it. One, when will your phone get 5G? And another one, 5G hardware wireless standards are now mostly finalized. I'll link both those stories in the description. The most interesting part to me of that second story was that wireless carriers in the US are slowly gearing up to launch their 5G networks. AT&T claims that 12 cities will have 5G support by the end of this year. Verizon said they'll go live in 5 markets by the end of the year, and T-Mobile claims it will have 5G support in up to 30 cities by the end of this year. Of course, Sprint says they won't be having it until the first half of next year. But in any case, there's a lot of buzz about 5G. Everybody's waiting for it. One of the stories tells when the phones will get it. Don't expect it on any phone before next year, and it looks like the big money phones will get it first. And the last story I ran across is Foxconn is investigating one of their plants in China that makes parts for Amazon Fire tablets. And in case you don't know, Foxconn, of course, is very famous for making Apple phones and Apple parts, but they're also the contractor involved in making Sony PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, Kindle Fire, as I mentioned, TVs for Sony, Sharp, and Toshiba, handsets for Nokia, Motorola, and Huawei. In any case, an advocacy group called China Labor Watch criticized the appalling working conditions it found in that facility, including excessive hours and over-reliance on temporary workers. So even though Foxconn is known for making Apple devices, they certainly don't want this type of bad press for any of the companies that they make products for. So I just found it an interesting story. So that's all I had for this week, folks. As always, comments are welcome, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.